Gamers and game, that's what is going on. My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I want to talk to you guys more about Magic Legends. Before we get into today's video, I want to do my shameless plugins. If you're not, make sure you're clicking that like button and subscribing to the channel. I do console MMO RPG news regularly and even sometimes PC MMO games and stuff like that. So what are you waiting for? If you like this video, subscribe, leave a like, come hang out and stay for a while. If you want to go to the best source for, where I have a lot of my gaming discussions, debates, and things like that, make sure you're following me on my Twitter page. Twitter, @Tanek127. Make sure you're also following me on Instagram, so that way I have a reason to take pictures and stuff like that every day. And also, I'm hosting a giveaway for my Mixer channel at 500 followers. All you gotta do is follow me over there. Mixer.com/Tanek127. What are you waiting for? Do you not like free stuff? Let's get it. But anyway, guys, what is up? What is going on? Welcome back to today's video. I am excited because I want to talk to you guys more about Magic Legends today. Now, I know in my previous Magic Legends video, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't the happiest camper. I was a little bit discouraged with the game just because, I had seen a lot of negative outlooks on it, and I know that may sound kind of silly to a lot of people. Why should I be bothered because other people don't like a game? Now listen guys, I'm a type of dude that I care a lot about my community, man. That's what thrives me to keep making these videos. I want to see games that my fellow players, content creators, friends, fans, viewers, however you like to title yourselves, I want to see stuff that you guys are going to enjoy, that you guys are going to be happy with, that you guys are going to be like to play. And when we have something that we're passionate about, waiting years for information for, like Magic right here, and it doesn't live up to everyone's standards when it's finally revealed, finally shown, finally put in our hands, whatever the case may be, that bothers me. Just because I'm a passionate dude, man. I care about everybody. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's good for me in some ways, but it also comes to stab me in the back a lot of times. But yeah, that's all that is. I just wanted to get that part clear and out of the way and everything. But what I want to talk about today is how the game actually works as an MMO RPG, because that's one big question that popped up especially a lot last week, was the fact that a lot of people weren't even considering this an MMO RPG anymore because of its action RPG style. It's the ARPG thing. It looks like Path of Exile, it looks like Diablo and stuff like that. And for for a lot of people that are making the Diablo comparisons, I need to remind y'all that the next Diablo game is actually an MMO? Or did we forget the Diablo reveal, the Diablo 4 reveal all of a sudden? But anyway, so let's go ahead and talk about Magic and break things down how this all works. So Game Informer, as I told you guys in the first video, if you haven't seen that, make sure you go watch that video so you have a gist of what's going on. They got to spend a good amount of time with Perfect World and Cryptic to talk about Magic Legends, play the game, discuss it, learn some things, just for them to show off in the Game Informer magazine, YouTube videos and stuff like that. They got some press time with the developers, and they got to ask a lot of questions about features in the game, how things work. Now the first thing I'm going to clear up, and I'm going to just say this straight up, the game is an MMO RPG. However, there are limitations, and a lot of them similar to games like I'm not going to use Diablo because Diablo is actually a bad example. Diablo is actually just a multiplayer action RPG. Like in Diablo, you're never going to see more than 4 players on your screen at a time. That's it with Diablo. Diablo is a 4-player game, period. So let's try and leave the Diablo comparisons out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in 3 other games. One game a lot of you guys aren't going to be happy with, so I'm going to try and deviate from comparisons with it as much as possible. These 3 games are Path of Exile, Destiny, and Anthem. And now I know how a lot of people feel about Anthem, but when I bring the Anthem comparisons in, we're just simply talking about in terms of multiplayer and how some game mechanics work. Okay, don't compare Magic to Anthem. It's not Anthem, you know, it's not anything like that kind of project. I know Anthem has a lot of bad blood going with it right now. But so how it's going to work is to my opinion the best comparison to use is Path of Exile. Just imagine Path of Exile's save system, where, you know, there's little hub towns, there's towns you go in, you can see other players hanging out, running around, you can look for a group, etc, etc, chat it up with them, check out their gear, whatever. But the open world areas are what's limited and where the issue comes in, and this is the part that a lot of people aren't going to like. Your group limitation for Magic is 3 players. Now, not only are you limited to having 3 players in your group, but it's also a limit of 3 players per instance, and that includes open world areas and dungeons. Now, the reason for this, according to, you know, Game Informer, and when they were talking with the devs, it's so that way, you know, there's not tens of thousands of players running around, you know, just murdering every mob with their summons and stuff like that. You guys gotta remember, this is a Magic game, so you're pretty badass. You're pretty powerful. You know, you have a lot of crazy sized AoEs you can cast. You have, you know, all kinds of different creatures you can summon. Imagine 20 or 30 of those walking around in your open world and you're not able to kill anything. Now, I'm not saying, you know, that you know, that doesn't sound like a cool idea, but wouldn't that be just a little frustrating? Now, I'm not trying to defend it. You know, I know a lot of people, you know, when you hear MMO, you want the massive multiplayer. You want 10,000 people on your field. You want so many spells going off that your PC or console drops down to 10 frames per second. I get it, you know, but I'm just saying I can see why with this game's particular play style, why they went that move and took that route with this. So the open world is going to have things like world bosses and stuff like that, but unfortunately it's only going to be up to 3 players. Now, I'm assuming if you're not in a group, then you'll probably have up to 2 random other players in your instance. If you are in a group with 3 players, then when you go in your instance, it'll just be you and those other 2 players that you're playing with. But hub towns, those, I'm not going to say they're limitless, but they have a lot more players in them. But unfortunately, a town is probably, you know, where you're just going to see NPCs and you know, shops and stuff like that, or at least, you know, to my knowledge. I don't know how exactly the hub towns and the hub world areas are supposed to work, but that's pretty much how they perform in regular games. Now, another thing that they were also going to they went on to talk about was dungeon loot, because I know once people heard that, you know, you get card packs in this game, the concern with pay to win was there and stuff like that. Now, I'm not going to say that this eliminates pay to win, but I'm going to say that there's a pretty good chance that, you know, I wouldn't think that they'd sell card packs, because cards and card packs and stuff like that, they're going to be used as dungeon loot in this game. Now, I don't know what else is classified as dungeon loot in here, and what else you'll get. I'm assuming weapons and stuff like that, or, you know, whatever gear you need. But they said the cards do drop in dungeons, so, you know, probably at the end of a run when you kill the boss, you can get a special card of a different color, type, or rarity, or, you know, however Magic cards work. Like I said in the first video, I'm no Magic expert, but that's how they're going to work. Now, I know some companies do schemy pay-to-win stuff, but I can't imagine the publisher selling dungeon loot in the in-game store for, you know, for real money. That would be kind of crappy. They also did say that there's an artifact system in here as well, but unfortunately the developers were not talking to Game Informer at all about how that's supposed to work. So for those who want to know about that, it is going to be a thing in the game. We just don't know exactly how yet. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope sharing this info did clear up a little bit things about the MMO aspect side of things. I know that this news will be okay with some people. I know personally, I know to some people they're probably not going to like it or not be too happy with this at all. Me personally, like I said, I'm more open to anything. I'm at least willing to to give new things a try and stuff like that. And honestly, who knows? I just say we see how the game plans out, and and if this kind of thing would make sense. But anyway, guys, let me know how y'all are feeling in the comments below, and if y'all enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up button for me. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tnek127, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace out, take care.
Can I get some closure? Stay right where you are and don't come closer. If you haven't picked it up, it's